He's back.
Yes, sir.
He's back. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Stephanie, and today we are back with another mukbang. Woo!
What did you
Sorry, I just hit something. Welcome back. I haven't seen Dan in like a freaking month. So we're eating his freaking favorite food. We're eating jjajangmyeon with some cheese. We have these delicious pork dumplings that I really shouldn't be eating, but I'm gonna eat it anyway. Mixed with this crazy, creamy, cheesy, spicy gochujang sauce. We've got some crazy kimchis here. We have a Korean spicy pepper kimchi as well as just like a full-length kimchi. So with that being said, I just want to say thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring today's video. I'm getting married this year. Woo! I need therapy.
Ooh.
Yeah, I need therapy. And after reading a lot of these juicy confessions that you guys have been submitting, I have decided to take one for the team and make the executive decision that we all collectively need therapy. Every single one of us. At this point, we might as well have group therapy sessions. I'm kidding, but seriously, I have been having a bit of an identity crisis ever since we talked about getting married, and I talked to my therapist about it, and I'm not gonna lie. At first, I was like, wait. Is this a gut feeling that my fiance is not the one for me? I know. Not me stirring up drama for no reason. But my therapist and I talked it through, and we found out that the idea of marriage challenges my identity. Okay, so a part of me felt like being married meant that I was older, more responsible, more mature, and now I had to get ready for a family, and I had all these pressures that I was literally putting on myself for no reason. And my therapist was like, you're taking all of society's pressures and putting them onto you and trying to fit yourself into this box, when in reality, your marriage can be whatever it is. Like whatever you want it to be. It could be the same as yesterday, it could be the same as today, it could get better. And I discovered weeks ago, okay, all of this. I had this mind-blowing moment. And even now, just my last therapy session, I was asking my therapist, like, are you sure nothing's gonna change? Okay. She has to keep reassuring me to stop limiting my view on what my future is. And sometimes therapy is just peace of mind. It's like that extra reassurance that I'm in control of my life. It is so empowering. If you've never given therapy a try, or if you're like me and you tried it and it didn't really go that well and you're trying to dip your toes back into it, BetterHelp is a great way. I found my therapist through BetterHelp. Love her, okay. BetterHelp is the world's largest therapy service, and it's 100% online. With BetterHelp, you can tap into a network of over 25,000 licensed and experienced therapists who can help you with just like a wide range of issues. To get started, it's so simple. You answer a few questions about your needs, your preferences, about therapy, and BetterHelp will match you with the right therapist. From there, you can talk to them however you want. You can text, chat, do phone or video calls. And for whatever reason, if your therapist is not the perfect match for you, you can switch to a new therapist at no additional charge. I love the scheduling flexibility, and BetterHelp can provide therapy at a more affordable price. So get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/Stephanie Sue. I've also linked them in the description, but it's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Stephanie Sue for 10% off your first month. Thank you, BetterHelp, for sponsoring today's video, and let's get into the food. Let's do this. I'm so excited.
You know, they texted me the other day, like, what do you want to eat?
Oh, yeah.
And I said, jjajangmyeon.
And I guessed this before you even said that. Okay, Dennis gonna say jjajangmyeon.
He's gonna say jjajangmyeon. Eat the jjaj. Okay.
All right, let's dig in.
Oh my god.
Alright, then you go first.
All right.
You
Bro,
go first.
I tested it for you.
You judge it. You tell me what you think.
Oh my god.
Smells good.
We added nuclear sauce. Bro, honey, you gotta try it.
How is it?
It's so soft.
It's so creamy. It's so good. Oh.
A little mekome, which is like spicy.
But it's so yummy.
Mekome? Spicy?
I kind of want to try the pepper.
I'm nervous. This is pepper stuffed kimchi.
Oh.
So,
There's no seed, right?
oh, it's so spicy.
It's so refreshing.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, the red one is on fire.
Yeah, I don't want to eat the red one.
Oh, it's good.
Okay, let me try
So
this.
Oma made this. Oh, honey, you be careful. It's pork.
I know, but it looks
Okay,
so
you
yummy.
can eat one.
Oh my gosh.
And then diarrhea after.
Hey.
Oh my gosh.
Pepper with the black bean noodle. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. When was the last time you ate jjajangmyeon?
Probably with you.
That was like years ago.
Yeah, it's probably been a while. Here's what is this, babe? Like spicy fried
Nuclear
shrimp?
like shrimp.
Why is everything nuclear?
Oh my god. Then try this.
And what cream is this supposed to be?
Like a gochujang spicy cream.
Nuclear
Nuclear
cream.
cream.
Oh my god, we're trying to die today. Oh. It's like kind of like a hot Cheeto.
Yeah.
But
Oh my.
it's like triple fried.
Kind of spicy.
Bro, I'm dying. It's so spicy. I don't know why. I kept eating the pepper.
Oh yeah. That's good.
I'm like 2 seconds away from my ears are ringing. You guys seem so chill. Is not that spicy to you?
Nah.
We're doing juicy confessions today. I'm so excited. I feel like it's been a minute since we did juicy confessions. Are you ready for the first one? Hi, Stephanie. This is one of my deepest, darkest secrets that I literally never told anyone. And I don't think I ever, which by the way, you guys got me in a lot of trouble for my last juicy confessions one, so.
Why?
It was a whole thing. It was a whole thing, okay? Wait, you were there, right? With the confession where she signed an NDA, she had slept with an idol?
Oh, I remember.
Bruh.
I remember.
Y'all were really guessing which idol it was, and yeah, I feel like I might be on a hit list somewhere. It was not my fault. I'm just reading these confessions, okay? Hi, Stephanie. This is one of my deepest, darkest secrets that I literally never told anyone, and I don't think that I ever will. Like, not even my future husband.
Great.
Because I am so embarrassed and I am ashamed of this story. But I want to share this with you, Steph Fiance, and Dan Dan for and giggles. So enjoy, I guess. Basically, ever since I was little, I had many weird tendencies and symptoms that I believe were because of my OCD. Mind you, I was never diagnosed with it. My little brother is diagnosed with OCD now, and he has similar symptoms that I had when I was his age, so that kind of makes me feel like I must have it too. Anyways, I would do a lot of weird things, like I would wash my hands and feet 1,000,000 times, clean the bed sheets if anyone jumped on the bed, which was constantly because I had 2 younger siblings. I would obsessively wipe my hands on the curtains or couch, clean my hands after I touched doorknobs because I thought they were disgusting, and etc. I couldn't even look at trash bags because it was so nasty to me, even if they were clean. I also had to wash my full ass and legs every single time after sitting on the toilet seat in my own home. It's not like I pissed myself or anything, but I had to. Wait, even to pee? That's pretty extreme because my mom is really intense like that. She, but
After pee?
not after pee, but it seems like she does this after pee.
Wow.
Even to this day, I don't even look at my own poo-poo after I, because it grosses me out and I can never get the image out of my head. By the way, I thought it was normal for that, but apparently people look at it to look for signs of disease. Like it's very natural for people to want to look at it.
Yeah, you
But-
have to. Come on.
Yeah, you gotta. But it makes me want to puke. So yeah, I had some of these weird habits as a kid, but they weren't that noticeable, I guess. Then dun dun dun, I got my period for the first time. So I'm like in middle school at this point, and I'm fairly new to using pads and stuff. I was just told to wait a couple of hours until it was bloody, wrap it up, then toss it out. Guys, sorry. Now, for me, even garbage cans were too gross. I didn't want to throw out anything in the trash because then I would have to look at the trash and then I would be upset. Yeah, well, I guess you can never look at my ex-boyfriends. I'm just kidding.
Bum, 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 bum.
And that's what therapy is all about. It's about maturing into a person that doesn't have to diss anybody. And God forbid I accidentally touch the garbage can.
Oh no.
I would have to scrape my hands raw with soap and water. So like, guess what the I did? Anytime I wrapped up a used pad, I would I would throw it out the window.
It's like me with my egg story.
Throw it out the window. For some reason, my 12-year-old mind thought that if I threw anything out the window, it would just kind of like disappear forever.
Bruh. So me and Tiffany were force-fed boiled egg every morning. Do you like boiled eggs?
No.
Yeah, nobody likes boiled
I
eggs.
like boiled eggs.
Really?
Yeah, I love boiled eggs.
With the yellow inside? The
It
yolk?
literally smells like fart.
You're right.
You know what I mean? So we were used to force eat that without any like chasers. So it's like really
Chasers.
Chasers?
because it's gross, you know. So we had I discovered this thing. I just open the kitchen window and toss it out. And basically, it's like a common area at the bottom, shared by like 4 units. And I've been doing that every day.
And you keep stacking it?
Hey, my brain just thought if I toss it out, disappears.
Right.
Yeah, think about the damage you could have done.
I heard no screaming.
Okay, for context, I live on the 2nd floor of a 7-story apartment building. My view from the window is not too high up from the ground. However, the neighbors that are directly beneath my apartment have windows that are like 5-6 feet above the ground. So whenever they look out the window, they can pretty much see the road in front of them. So my dumb is throwing used pads out of my window, and it's all plopping onto the ground right in front of my neighbor's window below me. They were grossed out, to say the least. They were making hella complaints to the landlord and talking about how disgusted they were to all the other neighbors in the building. They said that they have never seen anything this atrocious. The pads that were dropped to the ground were literally unraveling, exposing all the blood and mucus. And the poor landlord had to clean up all the mess afterwards. But get this, I didn't really know about all the commotion going on in the apartment building until my mom started yelling at me. Apparently, she had beef with the lady downstairs about something unrelated that I didn't know about, so there was already bad blood between them. No pun intended. Now, the lady downstairs starts accusing me of throwing these pads out the window downstairs to my mother, and my mother was livid. They start screaming at each other, like think Mean Girls type level cat fight. The neighbor kept on saying that the period rain didn't start happening until our family moved in and that we were directly above them, so it has to be your daughter. My mom was... Period. My mom was gonna bat for me and saying, how dare you accuse my daughter of doing something so disgusting and repulsive. She was literally screaming at this woman and defending me to the death when I was the culprit all along. So when she got home, she starts asking me, did you actually do it? Did I seriously throw used bloody pads out the goddamn window? All I did was deny. She looked out the window and the packaging that the pads were wrapped in, and they were the same green packaging that were on the pads that we used. My ass was caught, and I had to finally confess that, yeah, it was me. And you know what? I am sorry.
It's okay.
Okay, we forgive you. Now, at this point, I learned my lesson, and I stopped throwing my out the window, and I just threw them into the garbage can. No matter how disgusted I was, I thought you were going to say something else.
What?
I don't know, like I started throwing them up the chimney, out the door. No matter how disgusted I was by them. Thankfully, my mom didn't make me confess to the neighbor because I would literally have been mortified. To this day, my mom and I do not speak of this situation. I don't even know if anybody knows about this besides my mom. Like, I'm not sure if my dad was aware of the situation. But to be honest, I'm not gonna ask him. And I wonder what the neighbor thinks of me now, and how the littering of the pads mysteriously stopped after the crazy argument with my mother. See, your mother is a better person than I am, because I would have kept it going just so they wouldn't think it was me. I'd be like, okay, kid, we gotta do a few more.
I might change up the cycles.
Yeah, to really throw it off.
This is like the 16th of this month. Let's go.
Yeah, I would have gone to the rooftop of the building, thrown more out. Like,
on purpose.
I would have scattered them throughout the building. Like, it would have been a whole little scavenger hunt.
And you said she was like 12?
Yeah. Did you guys ever do some nasty, weird stuff when you were 12?
I peed. I was walking with my grandma one time.
Our grandma or the other grandma?
Our grandma.
Oh, okay.
When she was living with me. And she wanted to take a walk, like exercise for like 20 minutes. And we were walking to the park nearby, and I really had to go.
So you peed yourself?
Like we were trying to go back home like really fast.
But you couldn't make it?
Yeah, I couldn't make it, and there was cars passing by, and I just let it go.
Where?
On the sidewalk.
Oh.
Like while I was running.
While you were running, like you didn't even stop?
Nah, I just.
Oh, you peed your pants?
Yeah.
Oh.
This was when I was 5th grade. Yeah.
What happened after? What did your grandma say?
She laughed. That's why I like grandma. Like she doesn't, scold or anything. Like.
Oh,
That's news.
That's news to me. I guess she really does have favorites, huh?
Yo, she better not be watching this day.
Oh,
It's okay. I'm not even upset. I have a thing with bathrooms. Even now, public bathrooms stress me out. I've never been so stressed in a public bathroom before. I will never breathe through my mouth in a public restroom. I actually had an idea when I was a kid. Why don't they make super long tubes? Because I guess I was a mouth breather as a kid.
Oh.
I wish they made super long tubes so I could suck on one end and leave the other one outside the bathroom so I could get non-bathroom air.
That's smart.
Stephanie won't let me drink water in the bathroom.
No, but our toilet is a separate room. Like we have a water closet. Or whatever
Doesn't
you call it.
matter. Like you can. Why can't I drink water?
Like your bathroom?
Yeah.
Yeah, like you know how the toilet is separate and it has its own little room? I won't let him drink even near the showers or like near the sink or even near my makeup table.
What's funny? So we have a bathroom door, right? So if I step 1 foot inside a bathroom, she won't let me drink water. She's like, step out. So I put 1 foot outside of that door, and then I can drink water.
Wow.
There's like an invisible.
Like I'm like, babe, you understand how dumb this is, right?
Like, does it make a difference?
Exactly. I have to go back like 2 inches to drink water.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why is that? Like germs?
Bro, it's the visuals. Like sometimes I'll go into a public restroom and I see, and I'm not trying to be a pick-me, but maybe I'm a pick-me, okay? I see people washing their hands and they just have their Starbucks cup next to them.
Okay, that is kind of gross.
I'm like...
Like, did you know like sometimes they have like the little woman's different. So the guy's peeing stall on top, sometimes there's a ledge.
Oh my
Don't
god.
tell me people be putting
They will
their
put their
drinks.
water bottles or whatever on top while they're peeing.
That's
down
disgusting.
There. Yeah.
That's actually disgusting.
Yeah. They'll
Especially
just put their shit on
public
top.
bathroom.
Yeah.
Like,
So
Do you guys
dummy.
judge people how long they wash their hands after
Yes.
public bathrooms?
I think
Yes.
as long as you wash your hand, like you're good.
Like 3 seconds.
Okay, that's too quick. But
Yeah.
I seen someone like
no
just
washing,
pass
straight
by.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the automatic toilet flusher, I hate it because one time, or no, not even just one time, a couple times it'll automatically flush while I'm already hovering all over it. And I just imagine my private parts are getting doused in germs and it's just shooting up the cooch.
And the water.
And it just... Like, I want to scrape myself raw. Public restrooms, oh my god, I do this thing where I will flush the toilet and I go like this. I turn around because I don't want it to like I don't
touch
know,
you.
get on my face, you know. Yeah. One time I fell in a public.
In the toilet?
This is so great.
Yeah, she fell in there.
Oh no, that was when I was really young. This one was recent. I didn't even tell you. It was
What?
at an airport.
You fell into the toilet?
No. It was at an airport bathroom.
And your butt touched it?
No, I pulled up my pants, okay? I pull up my pants. And this button to flush the toilet, I don't know why, it went into the automatic sensor. I was doing everything to get the automatic sensor to go off. I was doing this. I'm like turning around in circles. It won't go up. I see this tiny little button on the side of the little like motion
Sensor.
thingy, right?
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I gotta press it. I got my big Ugg stompers on, so I'm like maneuvering my foot to press it like this, and it won't press. It's like this tiny, and it just, you have to press it really firmly. So I keep trying, I lose my balance, I slam my back onto the other side of the door. Okay, I didn't fall all the way, but I like slid halfway down, and I was so traumatized.
So did you flush it or no?
Yeah, I did.
Sure?
I got a bunch of toilet paper, and I pressed it, and then I washed my hands really good. I was so traumatized. The trauma. I sometimes think listening to you and your YouTube and podcasts that if I ever committed a murder, I would possibly get away with it. And adding to it, my knowledge from medical school could also be helpful. But don't worry, I won't murder anyone. However, if anything ever happens, you'll be the first to know.
Nice.
Why? Am I the one getting murdered? Why would I be the...
You be the first to know.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
So, hey, Stephanie. I am mostly the person who wants to be in a relationship, but I just don't get to like a guy that easily, you know? So, a few months, I had this phase where I was watching your videos, and suddenly, oh my god, I found myself watching every video in which Dan existed. Da, 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 da. So, like, you can say he became the ultimate crush of mine. Like the YouTube crush, of course.
Nice.
So by then, I was going through this Dan fangirling mode. I was talking to this guy on Instagram who was in the same city as mine. So, like, it was only a week of me and him. We're texting. He has to meet, like, around 4 in the evening in the cafe near my house. I was fine with it, but of course, me growing up with Asian parents, they would be like, okay, well, don't go alone. And some restrictions, which I kind of agreed with. I was like, what if he drugs me? Like, I was thinking all these things. So after a whole while of me thinking for 2 minutes, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna drag my best friend and she can have food there at a different table and just like kind of spy on us. Which she agreed to because the Bits is down for everything if you offer her free food. So D-Day arrives. Wait, is this a pun? D-Day arrives. Me choosing an outfit is tough. It's like giving a math exam without studying. Like the confusion of this and that and then doubting the look and then... Okay, fine. My best friend comes in for the rescue. Then when we arrived at the restaurant, he arrived... My best friend went to a different table, definitely not looking sus or anything. And she's giving us looks like she's, you know, a stalker. Never mind. At the very moment, our food arrives while we're talking, and you posted a video in which Dan existed, so I wanted to watch it. So I asked him, would you like to watch this YouTube video with me if you don't mind? Him being the nice guy, he agrees and said he watched a few of your videos, so like we were into it. And maybe it was his hair or what, me being the nicest and the most dumb person on our date and in her first date in decades, I was like, you know, now that I think about it, you kind of look similar to Dan. You know, like looks and stuff. I think either I shouldn't have said that or should have said it in a better way because the look that the dude gave me after I said that, I mean, it just told me that I had messed up. Okay, I really messed up. But he tried to laugh it off.
He's offended.
Just by going, haha, I guess that's
now Dan's offended.
I'm offended.
He tried to laugh it off by just going, I guess that's a compliment. It got really awkward, but like food started coming out. In the end, we bid our goodbyes. My bestie was not sus at all, and she came to me and was like, that dude was hot and kind of reminds me of that guy that you like on YouTube.
Nice.
You out here ruining first dates.
Huh?
What do you have to say for yourself? Jail.
Jail.
And at that moment, I knew that this human is my best friend. We discussed about the guy and stuff like that, and when I was talking to my friend, I was like, you know that dude? He did look like Dan. Yeah.
What's wrong with you then?
My arm.
And I felt like it was kind of bad for me to keep comparing him to Dan. And then I found out that my bestie kept complimenting the guy that I had gone on the date with. And so I was like, do you like him? And she was like, of course not. Which was definitely sus. But like, I don't even mind if she did. Because, you know, at this point, even if I liked that dude, if he turned his back on me, I would be chilling. So we went on talking. And yeah, I was kind of liking the guy. He was funny and stuff like that, but we weren't like these lovey-dovey with each other type of people. We were kind of like crackheads that would roast each other. So there were, I guess, only a few times where I would mention Dan being related to him and he seemed cool. And he used to say that I looked like some of his YouTuber girlfriends, which I truly didn't think, you know, was like crazy, but like personal opinions. I didn't even think I looked like him. So I didn't mind. The only red flag was I liked him and I told him and he said he did too, but whenever I talked about getting in a relationship, he used to avoid the topic. I don't mind waiting for something, but at least talk to me about it. Like if you don't want a relationship, I'll wait, but just like straight up avoiding the topic, starting to turn me off. Like the lack of reassurance I was getting just wasn't good. So I used to tell all of these annoying moments to my best friend and she used to be like, oh, he's just being an like that, right? And stuff, just to reassure me. So anyway, after a month of this going on, my best friend and I went to the park and we were just hanging out. I was ranting to her about all these things. And she had this thing where she would go on her best friend's Instagram and she would log in and log out and like just use her phone to do things. And she asked her best friend for her phone because we used to talk on Instagram. So I would log into my account, text the guy and then DM him and then log back out and stuff. And she gave me her phone, but I opened her Instagram and there are messages from the dude that I'm talking to. So I'm like, wait, are you talking to him? And you didn't even tell me? And I was trying to do it in like a joking way because it really wasn't that serious for me. She was like, haha, we just started talking recently. Like, I just wanted to know my best friend's future boyfriend.
But
I was like, okay, sure. So I log into my account and I was gonna text him, but then he texted me on her account before I could log out. So texted the best friend. She checks her messages. The two, her best friend and the guy, had been dating for a whole month. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, and she had not been aware of it. Yeah.
Yo.
And she said, so like, I know I shouldn't be invading privacy and stuff, but I was getting so annoyed by the unfairness of both of them. So I scrolled all the way from the start because my best friend had gotten to go get us some ice cream at this point, and it was just so bad. She was also bad mouthing me to him the whole time, saying things like, you know, she just compares you to her YouTube crush with this and that, and just, I think it's so offensive. Like, if I were you, I would just be careful.
Wow.
Bro, I'm telling you, friends become enemies, man.
Wow. Who needs enemies when you got friends like this?
I'd rather have enemy than this.
And so she texted the guy confronting him, and he texted her back, you clearly are not into me. You were just comparing me to that Dan dude.
Hey, don't bring me into this. I didn't do anything. Now that guy's gonna not like me.
I'm gonna lose a subscriber.
Hey, 1 subscriber is everything. Okay?
1 tier for 1 sub.
1 tier.
I swear to God, I was so angered. Like, the whole time I joked about Dana and stuff. I mean, he used to tease me that I look like the YouTuber girls that he liked. So I just thought it was normal. And then my lovely best friend comes back with ice cream, and she knew that I had her messages open, and she knew she up. She didn't even try to explain, which I think honestly was a good decision because I would have exploded. So I just grabbed my ice cream from her hand because she used my money to pay, and I walked back home. I cut off ties with both of them and ended up with some major trust issues. But in the end, here I am, completely moved on and enjoying your videos again. And it's not like I'm over Dan.
Okay? Word.
Word.
A word. He's verifying. He's reading right now. Verifying if it's true.
Let me see this.
He said, did you put a picture or something though? He's like, an Instagram handle? What's going on? I love him and I love you and the Panda Mask guy, and sorry for so many shows.
Yo, you don't know his name? Come on.
I love you guys. So good. So good.
Pretty good.
Den,
Yeah.
when do you think you'll get married? Have you given it some thought?
Married?
Yeah, you know, 2 people.
Like
They.
when I'm 30?
Exactly 30? Bro, you don't have much time left.
What do you mean?
You know, like those reality shows?
Like
What
show?
if we just had one for you and my brother?
Yo, why don't we try you know, like those shows like press the button? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Oh, whoever pressed the button first and
why don't
something.
we actually like make a show, like something like that?
So
and
you
then-
want a blind date? What's like the most effective reality TV show for dating? Because like all these shows they're not really looking
Realistic.
for soulmate, right?
Right.
Like they're all kind of just. What do you
You
think?
tell me. How'd you fall in love?
With Stephanie?
I think they have to not be on a love show.
So
Like-
what kind of show? Like true crime show?
No, because you see all these actors and actresses, they fall in love on set, but you can't be in a show where it feels like you have to meet someone quick.
Ooh, like okay, I see. So you make 2 people pretend to fall in love, like just act like you guys are in love.
Okay.
For this TV show.
Oh.
And then by the end of it, you actually fall in love.
There's one couple, the Yoonjae guy, season 2, the finance dude, and the Miss Korea 2021. The mom
Oh,
of
they're
the
still
group.
together?
They're still together.
There was Miss Korea in that show?
Yes, and then Miss Korea.
Oh my god.
You missed out.
I did miss out.
I told you to apply.
I don't think I would have gotten in.
But we were watching Singles Inferno season 2, and just to be cute, I was like, "Oh my god, babe! Like, what if I was single and I was on that show?" And then he was like, "I'm gonna be honest. I think they'll all think you're weird, but I think you'll make some friends." And I was like, "This mother." I almost got kidnapped in the 5th grade, and I was kind of happy about it. I know the title is so weird, and no, I don't have Stockholm syndrome.
This is giving me those TikToks like, what is it?
Oh, you get kidnapped in the
Oh my
car?
God.
Yeah, yes.
And then
No, you kidnap a people pleaser? Have you seen that
No,
one?
Wait,
it's
what?
that one that you get kidnapped in the car and then you turn around. It's a dude that's like biting his lips.
like he's happy.
You got kidnapped in my
Get
car.
kidnapped.
What would you do?
Yeah. No, the one is kidnapping a people pleaser. Yeah, you get kidnapped, and then you're in the back, and you're like, wait, did I scream enough for you? Like, was that okay? Are you mad? Wait, did you kidnap me because you hate me? Or no, right? Like, am I annoying? Do you want me to sit, like, back here? Or, like, where do you want me to sit?
What if that actually happens?
Okay? No, it's fine. It's fine. I don't need to eat. Hey, do you want me to move this bloody hammer to the side, or should I just keep it here? No, that's okay. I can just hold it for you for later. Yeah. Why is that me? Okay, but before we get started, I just want to tell you how much I love your videos. Okay, you're making it seem like I kidnapped you. I watch them every night, and every time I get a notification, I hope that it's your video. Anyways, to the story. I live in a relatively big neighborhood with single family homes. I used to hang out with my friend every day in like this massive field, which was like a 10-minute walk from my house and a 5-minute walk away from her house. After we would hang out that particular day, I started walking back to my house. When I was halfway to my house, I saw a blue truck pass by. Now, I don't know how to explain this feeling, but my gut told me something bad was gonna happen. The car starts slowing down, and I thought it was gonna pull up to a garage because there was this house in front of me, but instead, as the car approached me, it rolled down the windows, and this middle-aged Asian guy said, "Hey, I'm a friend of your mom's, and she told me to give you a ride home." Ooh. Me, being the dumb 5th grader I am, I told the bitch, "My mom doesn't really have friends, though." I could tell that he was a little bit pissed, but he kept going and said, "I just met your mom a few days ago, so just get in the car." Now, this is where my little 5th grade brain remembers me reading an article about how some girls were kidnapped and brought to McDonald's. So I was like, ooh, that kind of sounds fun. So I hopped in the car because I wanted to go to McDonald's. But the second the doors closed, I mean, I'm kidding. I immediately regretted it, okay? As I leapt out the car, I saw the man's wallet, and I took it. I ran home, and when I looked back, he was going the opposite way. When I arrived home, I told my mom about it, and my mom, being the Korean mother, I mean, she blew up. I told her about the wallet, but I didn't tell her that I took $200 of the cash that was in the wallet, but that's fine. My mom and dad called the cops, and apparently he was arrested. I did get to go to McDonald's the next day with my friend, so it all kind of worked out, right? You know what I mean? And I also had $200 to spend, so anyway. By the way, I love you, Stephanie, and your family, and I hope that you don't have monkeypox.
Okay. Yo, so he tried to kidnap her, but she kidnapped his money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. She said, "Thank you."
This is like the story, the human trafficker. Remember, the girl sold this human trafficker.
What?
There was a story, like someone like trafficked a girl, and the girl turned around and sold the human trafficker.
How?
She did a Uno reverse.
Dang.
I forgot exactly what happened. It was like a village or something, and then I think she ran away from the trafficker, went to another villager and told him, "Hey, I got you somebody," and then sold this trafficker.
Oh my god, that's like best revenge ever.
I mean, she playing chess.
Yo, she's playing chess.
Everybody played checkers.
For real.
Hey, Bis. So back when I, a female, was in 9th grade, we had a teacher that everyone had met for the first time since 9th graders were moving to a different campus with a different environment and teachers. I was basically scared of every single teacher because they all look so strict and terrifying, including him. Oh, that's the intro we're getting. I feel like something's gonna happen. When we started taking classes with him, the whole class kind of got close to him. So we started making jokes during class and all of that. Wait, 9th grade?
Yeah, that's high school.
Freshman in
You're
high school.
really young. Okay. We even started a plan for all the 50 students, including the other section, to pitch $20 each so we could buy him a pair of Yeezys, since these were like his dream shoes. Most of us, including me, agreed to it. Some were bothered and even rolled their eyes to the idea that they would invest $20 on a teacher that they've only known for like a few months. Then I started questioning myself, like, why am I so invested in this teacher? Since like I'm one of the few girls that are fascinated by him. And then it hit me, and this is so disgusting. Okay, I'm disgusted even typing this. Can you guys guess why she was fascinated by him?
Has to be something like physically related.
I think like Freud.
Oh, he looks like her dad.
Yes! He looks like my dad! I've always had a thing for older men. Like, men that are way, 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 way older than me. But I never liked my father in that way, obviously. Nor do I think that I have daddy issues, since my dad has been present my whole life. Although that's the only reason I could think of as to why I kind of have feelings towards this man.
Hey, yo.
That's weird.
I never pursued him or anything because I felt so weirded out by myself. Then quarantine hit. Back in 2020, when we were all in lockdown and bored as in our homes, people from our school started digging deeper and deeper in the internet. I get a message from a friend, a screenshot of a Twitter thread by a former student of our school, and it was about the teacher. The thread goes like this. They were having an exam. She asked for help from the teacher. It was something about the pressure in economics or some like that. And then he responded saying, "You know where the pressure is?"
No, don't say it.
No.
And then
Don't
he
you say it.
said, "Under this belt."
No. Yikes.
Jail.
What?
Like, even if he was saying this to a non-student and an adult, jail.
That's still weird.
OP started talking about how this wasn't his first time doing perverted shit, and he actually had a school record of him doing nasty shit in an all-girls school that he used to work at that was right in front of our school. And then when the news broke, another screenshot surfaced, and it was a Reddit post dated back to 2017 or like years ago by him, talking about how he's been fantasizing about consensually this one specific student.
Wow.
He even described how he was gonna do it, and the man described it in every single detail possible. Then he said that he felt weird because he was fantasizing about it, but then he said it was fine because they've always had a connection. Reading this part had me shaking in my boots because I remembered I had feelings towards him. After all of that came out, my friends and other students also started sharing their perverted encounters with him and how they never liked him. Since then, people in our batch were thankful we never went through with our $20 pitch for the Yeezys. Oh, and by the way, when the news came out, he was in the hospital at the time after getting organ surgery. And I just imagine how stressful that might have been for him, since I had a relative that died after a surgery due to stress in the environment. Anyways, the school board got a hold of this and he got fired. I heard from my classmates that they saw him doing food deliveries in their neighborhood now. I just thought that he wasted his high school education and knowledge just to end up being canceled and exposed by students and get dumped being a delivery guy. I feel no shade to delivery writers, but shame on this man only. I feel bad about this experience, and it's not because he ended up being a bad guy. I mean, that's bad news for me, but the fact that there were so many girls he made uncomfortable and possibly assaulted with the abuse of authority. Yeah, but he does have a receding hairline. And I try to find out his socials now, just to see how he's doing. I mean, the thought of me liking him back, it's like a worm I can't get out of my head.
And you said he looked like her dad? It's like liking your own dad then.
Or do you think that you're like into people that look familiar?
I always thought that. Like, I always find people, that's true. You like people who looks like you.
Yeah, like closer to you, I guess.
Yeah, looks similar to you.
Not me. Anyways.
This guy's got a vendetta against his sister, I swear. Has anybody heard from her? Is she okay?
Oh, shoot.
Is she okay?
She's good, but I need like completely different look.
Like no forehead at all.
Nah, like I need
just like
complete different look, like Zendaya. Now that's a completely different look.
Oh man, what a creep. That's so creepy.
Well, I'm shocked that he's still working at that high school, or he did.
Yeah.
When there was a news story going around.
Yeah. Okay, ready? Sorry for the grammar. Hi, I'm a 17-year-old female, and I want to share my scary bunk bed stories with you. This happened when we had recently renovated a room in our house to be a bedroom where my 4-member family will sleep. It's not really a big room, and it only has a bunk bed. I occupy the top bunk, and the bottom bunk is fixed for my little brother and both my parents so they can all sleep in it. For the first night ever, we'll sleep on the newly made room, and we were all so excited. I was sleeping soundly when I got woken up because the bed was shaking profusely. I try sleeping it off, but the shaking won't stop. So what do? I go and I think, what could be the cause of this shaking? I mean, that's pretty valid. That's what I would do. I decide to look down in the bottom bunk and see why this bed was shaking when it's not supposed to be shaking. And there I saw my father's bare ass. He was...
What the fuck?
He was...
What the fuck?
Masturbating.
Oh, wow.
To be honest, I was pretty shocked, but my head hurting bothered me more because as the shaking increases, I get dizzier and dizzier, and then it stops. I was facing the wall next to me, and I hear the door open, and I guess he's gone to the bathroom to release for sake, okay? I was annoyed because even after this, I can't go back to sleep, which sucks because this is not the end. My little brother decides he's gonna sleep in his older sister's place. Me and my little brother are half siblings. Basically, just my parents are in the bottom bunk, and I already knew was going down, and I woke up. I don't know what the time was at this point, but the bed is shaking yet again. I really can't do anything but go back to sleep or just close my eyes and pretend that I'm asleep. So I hide my face in my pillow, and I can clearly hear them rustling. The bed stops shaking. They get out of the bed, but then I hear the slapping sounds.
Yo, please get that out of my head.
And
Bro.
just slapping, and it increases.
Stop.
And then it slows down. And then I hear them pant. I'm traumatized. Yeah, have a nice day. Have a nice day. I'm done.
That's what she said?
Yeah.
Wait, I'm so confused. Like, why would he do it under the kid's bed? And he has a wife. Why not just
They started doing it, the slapping at the end, yeah. Yeah, he was doing it. He was so busy.
the wife was under too?
Yeah, they were all busy. They were getting busy. Bro,
That
I want
must
to
be,
die.
dude, that must be traumatizing.
I want to die. Like, here's the thing. I don't even like doing it when my dog's in the room. I'm like,
Yo.
don't look at me! Don't look at me!
I think Tiger's okay.
No, he judges. I know he judges. I know.
No, dogs actually judge this.
No, they do, and I know he judges. Okay, and then also like, it's like I think they know what's going on, and it makes it worse. It makes it
Why?
worse.
It's fine.
No, it's not fine. It's not fine. They're my doggos.
Doggos.
They're my
They're my
dogs.
doggos.
Okay, it's not okay. I literally have to kick them out of the room before we do it. I'm like, go.
And then every night, your mom's like, "Hey, Tiger, what you doing here?"
It's so bad. Okay, there was one time.
Yeah.
Yo.
Eye contact.
Yeah.
Eye contact. You don't think that's weird?
That's weird.
Yeah.
Probably thinking about a lot of things.
I know this is probably gonna make me look like a bad person, but I don't really care, I guess. It's been a week since I've manipulated, gaslit, and was honestly emotionally abused. An Andrew Tate fanboy. Okay, listen. I've known this guy my entire life, and he was always like this. He lives in my neighborhood, and from what I've heard, he has a pretty good life. He has a loving mother who's white, and an Asian father who isn't active in his life, but he's a doctor. He works late often. I used to date one of his homeboys in middle school through freshman year, and he told me that he had a really sweet mother who he talked to like. Oh, he's one of those guys that tells his mom to shut up and stuff.
Oh.
Bro, not in this house. Oh my God, can you imagine if you told your mom to shut up? Well, first of all, your mom would just cry, but your dad would probably die. Yeah, wow. Yeah, what would happen if I told my mom to shut up?
What if your kid?
How about you try it?
What if our kid told you to shut up?
What would you do?
Oh.
What would I do?
Yeah, what would you
Let's
do?
just say he or she is like 10.
I mean, 10.
10 is like, I think I
probably
would have to
you gotta
sit them
teach them,
down
yeah.
and be like,
Okay,
okay.
fine. Like,
But more like
18.
18, yeah.
18?
Or like 18, 20. Like you're already grown.
Okay,
man.
okay.
Oh, a grown man?
Yeah.
Are you living in my house?
Yeah.
Not after today? You're not? Okay, you want me to shut up? Go pay your own bills. Shut up. I'll shut up.
You right.
I'm so angry. Okay, if they're like 16,
You still.
I'd be like, honey!
And then he will do the job.
Yeah. Okay, no, see, this is why I can't be a parent, because I feel like I'd be super petty. I feel like my kid would tell me to shut up, and I would either A, I would cry myself to sleep, and I would just cry, or B, I would just give them the silent treatment. I'd be like, you told me to shut up. I'd be acting like a 16-year-old. You told me to shut up. Yeah, I know you are, but what am I?
Oh.
I know you are, but what am I? Yeah, kids. Okay, anyway, he's the type that like talks to his mom like it made my ex upset since he didn't have a mom and he was being raised by his dad. Now, the Andrew Tate fanboy, we'll call him that. Let's call him Reed for weed, because that motherfucker ruined my backyard. You know how weed, like not the marijuana, but like the weeds grow.
okay,
Yeah. Come on, get our heads out the
Like which
devil's
backyard?
lettuce. I don't know, her butthole? I'm like,
What?
wait, I don't know. I'm just getting into the. Come on, y'all. Don't be those. You know what he does? You know what he does? Opening scene of a movie. I verbally tell him, this is my first time watching this movie. Opening scene. Who's that?
My sister does that.
Bro, oh my god, he's so annoying.
Bro,
Who is that?
you can't be
What's
doing that,
going
bro.
on? And then I'm watching the same thing as him, and he goes, wait, what did she just say? Oh my god, oh my god.
Like, how are you supposed to know?
Like, if you can't comprehend this movie as it's happening, you don't get the right to watch a movie. Anyway, I'm just in the same place as the story as you are, okay? So anyway, I broke up with that ex because he cheated on me. We dated around the 7th grade and broke up when we were in freshman year of high school. I didn't care about my appearance during my relationship because he said he loved me regardless. So of course I dressed nice here and there, but he told me he enjoyed how I looked with no makeup and sweatpants. But then he cheated on me with this girl and she was gorgeous. So she had like a wolf cut and her makeup was done so nicely. Like nice nose, contour, eyebrows, eyeliner with big lashes. Like she has that like emo Asian girl that everyone thirsts over. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, I'm just kind of like an Asian girl. So, wait, why are you laughing?
I don't get it.
Well, I just think her description is funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, it do be like that. It do be like that, okay? Okay, this really pisses me off about some guys. Not all guys.
Let's hear it.
Some guys, let me tell you.
All right.
They're like, I like my girls all natural. And then you're like, okay, yeah, who's your like ideal type? Kylie Jenner.
Bro,
I'm like,
you're talking about me.
Whoa!
No, I'm kidding.
and then it's just like, what are you saying? Like, you don't even know yourself. You don't even know the realities of this world. You're just exposing yourself for being dumb. Okay, that's what I see. Now, if you tell me your ideal type is someone who is genuinely like so like innocent looking, blah blah blah, so natural looking, right? Fine, whatever. Yeah, that's your type. You're telling me, and then you're like, look at her, and it's like this clearly makeup look of Kylie, and he's like, she looks so good without makeup. Oh, and her boobs like grew 20 sizes after she had a kid, and her stomach like shrunk. It was crazy. Like that's how it naturally biologically works. Yeah. So dumb. Anyway, so after our breakup, it made me really sad since he told me he liked me with minimal effort, but was swayed by a girl who obviously loves herself and knows she's attractive. Okay, that's fine. You know, it's just me and you right now. We're just having a conversation. Take out your anger. It's okay. I struggled with my self-esteem a lot at the beginning of my sophomore year, but towards the end, aka this summer, I picked myself up. I bought new clothes, I started doing my makeup, I dyed my hair, and I finally oozed that confidence that charmed people. It charmed the worst person though, of course. Reed. Reed is annoyingly attractive. Like this is that Asian on TikTok type of look.
Dang, that's hot.
Bruh.
Crazy.
But his ego is just so disgusting. Like you can tell from his face. And that was so into Andrew Tate. Like he posted about him all the damn time. Like he was seriously sucking his. He would like slide into his DMs.
You know, there's a better word for sucking his.
What is it?
Glazing.
Glazing.
Like you're on his.
Yeah, you're glazing.
Is that a new word?
I
It's
like
a new
it.
slang.
So
like
when do I use that?
Like when someone's like trying to like sucking up.
No, yeah, like
Like
negative.
Oh, you're
all up in you.
Oh.
Like that's when you say. You
Quick
gotta stop
glazing.
Quick glazing.
Quick glazing.
Like yeah.
glazing.
Don't be trying to use this in a weird. Don't be looking at me.
Yo, he's about to use it on you.
Don't be. Get out of here. Don't even look at me. I didn't care though. I was just happy that my ex's homeboy was hitting me up. So take that, bitch. Anyways, I start chatting up Reed, and I can tell from his text messages that he just wanted my nudes and like a quick dip, you know? So I lead that bozo on so hard. I played hard to get. I made him giggle like a little schoolgirl, and he even sent me a video of himself off while saying, "Yes, Tate."
Yes, Tate?
Like Andrew Tate.
That's so
What?
freaking weird.
Okay. He was down so bad. I had him wrapped around my finger. Not
Yo,
long
this is funny.
after, he starts begging me for a date so he could show me off. But I asked the question, do you genuinely like Andrew Tate? And you know what that dumb said?
What?
He said he top G. You stupid.
Yo.
No. That's what she wrote.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why I made your moan his name thinking you were gonna get some. It just irked me so much. Boys my age literally disappoint me so much. Oh my god, this morning, side note, he tells me he's listening to Andrew Huberman and he hears this really cool fun fact.
Andrew Huberman, you know who that
The
is?
neuroscientist.
Oh, the one.
Top G.
Top G. Okay, and then he was like, oh my god, this is so weird. And I'm like, brushing my teeth, and he replays it, and Andrew Huberman saying something along the lines of, when men see women cry, it raises their testosterone levels.
Yes. So there's hormone in like in your scent. No, it's true. It's scientific. So basically, yeah, it's just natural human, biology. That's what it is.
Okay.
Like when female in their tears, there's hormone releasing, like their scent, their hormones, and then that actually raises a man's testosterone. And then I imagine it makes sense. It makes you more protective, maybe.
So I think that was in the past.
What do you mean in the past?
Maybe in the past, like,
No, that's
men
a
got
study.
super protective when they saw a woman cry and their testosterone levels would raise. And now they just, like, get off on making women cry.
Yo.
Yeah, I'm like...
I did not know that though.
Yeah, it's interesting. And they also say, like, during women's ovulation cycles, you release hormones too. So there are certain times that the guys will be like, oh wow, you look very nice today. It's because of the hormone you're radiating when you're during your cycle period.
That is so interesting.
And sometimes, like, you will hear people say, oh, you look really nice today. A lot of time it has to do with that, like your body scent, the hormone you're releasing on your body. It's not like you're doing your makeup differently. It's actually through hormone and through scent.
I don't know. I didn't feel that. Like
You didn't feel that with who?
no, like I'm saying in the past, like there, like you see someone trips and like they cry, right?
You never.
I never.
You're like, I get off on that.
I never felt like
Yeah.
excited. Like you know what I mean?
No, it's very subtle.
Oh, okay.
Very, very subtle. You don't start tearing off your shirt.
Let me pick you up, help you out.
Yeah, but tell me why that fact pissed me off this morning.
What?
Yeah, I was brushing my teeth and I was like, testosterone levels raise when I'm fuck men. And I'm brushing my teeth and I'm like, I don't even know why I'm mad. It literally makes no sense. Wait, why am I bringing this up? Oh yeah, it just irked me so much. Boys my age literally disappoint me so much. So that's when I really decided, I'm gonna f this guy up. So we went on a date, and you know what that fatherless, abandoned, pasty said to me?
Yo, she is going at it.
Oh wow, you're bigger than I thought. I usually like skinny girls. You were skinnier when you were younger. I'm 140 pounds. Like, I have a belly and my thighs are pretty big, my arms as well, but I'm also gifted in my boobs and butt. Like, I never considered myself big because I'd always feel like that'd be insensitive. But this motherfucker, you're literally so lucky to be on a date with me, and you say something like that, you bitchless. Wow, a lot of colorful language.
There's gonna be a lot of censor here. Beep, 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 beep.
How you doing, Steven? How you feeling? That's when I really started getting into fucking with this waste of space. I teased him all day. I played into his misogynistic words and act like I wasn't a raging feminist. All he did that date was talk about how trashy females are, quote females, he used the word females, and how so many are ran through at this rate.
What's ran through? Ran through? Glazing? Ran through?
Learning a lot today.
Learning a lot.
Anyway, this is getting so long, and basically I proceeded to manipulate this man day by day. I made him believe I was so in love with him, and in turn, this loveless life fell into the trap. He fell hard for me, and I took advantage of this. Every day was different. I'd either ignore him, yell at him, degrade him, love him, gaslight him. It got to the point where he was so insecure in our relationship, all of his misogyny just disappeared.
Wow.
That is
Yeah.
so great.
Yeah, you just gotta like psychologically break them down. Anyway, he starts treating his mom better. He stopped obsessing over Andrew Tate, and he finally started looking at me less like an object and more of a person. And then I broke up with him. I told him every day I wished I had dated a guy who didn't talk about how females are inferior to men every single day. He changed for me, but I don't give a f***. This all happened in like not even 2 months. I broke up with him the day he told me he was crazy for liking Andrew Tate. I told him, you're such a loser. I dated a guy who doesn't even have his morals in check and changes his whims because he's so damn weak-minded.
Damn.
He came to my house every single night, blew up my phone and my backyard. He tore up my goddamn strawberry plants. Like, the fuck. I heard from some of his friends that he's like a different person now, probably going through his emo era or something. More like his flop era. But I heard he doesn't talk about how females are skanks anymore. I guess everyone needs a villain to change, and I ended up being it. Did I do it for my own satisfaction? Yes. Have I mentally tore up a person? Yes. But did we all become better people from it? No. Maybe. Maybe not me. But I had to do what needed to be done.
Oh, this is like a fucking...
Sounds like a...
This is like a Joker movie.
Like anti-hero.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the villain we needed, you know?
Oh,
the Marvel
man.
character we truly needed.
But nobody asked for.
Yeah, that's intense. But you know, I do believe it to a certain degree. So for example, let's say you're in a relationship, you get cheated on. You're breaking up with that person.
For sure.
But are you like, you cheated on me, you're disgusting.
Like break up.
You just break up, you're like
I found out you cheated. We're done.
So I saw this online thing and I was like, that's what I'm gonna do if this ever happens to me, okay? They said, don't tell them that you found out. Instead, every single day for a week, just tell them, I just feel like you're not really good enough for me. And then break up with them. So they always think, you know, because when you break up with them for cheating on you, it's always like, oh, I cheated on her, so she dumped me. But when you're like, I just feel like you're not hot enough. You're not really smart enough.
It just kills their ego.
Yeah, like you're not all there, you know?
Yo.
Like,
that's so...
you just don't do it for me.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm learning so much today.
Yeah.
Like, this is so evil, but so necessary.
So necessary. You gotta like really teach them a lesson, you know?
And then you have no partner.
You're right.
Okay. Yeah, but also who am I? I'm like about to get married. I'm like, oh yeah, okay, this is how I break up with someone and destroy them.
I mean, I think that's a good idea.
Good idea,
Just
right?
don't cheat.
Yes, don't
then
cheat.
you won't experience that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But if someone does cheat on you, you gotta f with them before you leave. You should start doing the, is it in? For like a week. And then you leave. And then you're gonna be like,
did you pull it out?
Like, I have needs, you know, as a woman, I have needs, and you're just not fulfilling it. And like, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I gotta go. Anyway, I gotta go, guys.
I really gotta go.
Yeah, I really gotta go. We're heading into some weird territory, and this is just further proof that I need to continue my therapy sessions. It's been doing wonders for my mental health. Make sure you check out BetterHelp, linked in the description, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.